Hello everyone. Hope all of you are doing well. So today I'm going to discuss the Civics chapter 1 of NCERT class book, and here is the unit 1 of the Civics for class 6. It is diversity. What is this? That is understanding of diversity. Okay. So before I start, as I always say, learn and keep practicing, and there are no substitute of your textbook, so always read your textbook very carefully. See, civics is totally based on the understanding of concepts, so it's not like history and geography where you can learn the question and get the typical question how, what, and which. In civics, the teacher will judge your knowledge of concepts about social economical backgrounds. So first, before starting, as the name suggests, all of you know, understanding diversity. So the first definition or first thing comes in the mind, that is, what is diversity or diverse? Who makes India so diverse? See, you can read this chapter, but here you can see underline these lines. This is all these different people who came from all kinds of backgrounds and belong to all kinds of religions and cultures, help to make India so interesting and so diverse. Up to this, underline. This is a very good introduction for diversity or anything, any questions, as well as you can get a very short answer type question also, that who you think make India so diverse. Okay, see, now then came the story of Samir Ek and Samir Do. Right? Here you get the story of Samir Ek and Samir Do. Read the story, understand the basic differences of the two friends or two person, that is Samir Ek and Samir Do. The question here the teacher asked, that is, what are the differences between these two persons, Samir Ek and Samir Do. So here is the differences. First, they speak different language. They are different professions. They are from different professions, as well as the main thing between their differences is the inequality, and especially the economic inequality. So if you can teacher can ask like that, okay, what do you think, why don't they have the same facilities, why don't they have the same facilities, or why don't they get the same facilities? So other than so many reasons, one of the major keywords, or you can say the concept behind the story, is to show you that there are different types of inequality, and here mainly in economic inequality. So don't forget to mention the keywords or the term, that is economic inequality. So they are formed to different economic background. So here the keyword is economic inequality. Beside the differences, beside the normal MCQ questions like what Samir do, what Samir do, so there is a lots of MCQ we can get from here, as well as the two major question here is the concept behind this and the story, and the second is what are the differences between these two person. Okay, then next we are coming down inequality. What is inequality, right? So here is another concept based thing, or you can get a definition like describe inequality. So here is underline this section, that is inequality comes about when a person does not have the resources, opportunities that are available to other person. So here it's the inequality, or what do you mean by inequality is your answer. And how many of inequality there, how many types of inequality are there? You can say the economic inequality, you can say the social inequality, you can say the political inequality. So if that is, if someone asks what do you mean by inequality, so your answer will be like that. Inequality comes about when a person does not have the resources and opportunities that are available to other persons. There are three types of inequalities mainly. One is socioeconomic inequalities, economic inequalities, political inequalities. Okay, and the another one is major what, underline this thing, that is the caste system. So caste system is another example of inequality. So you can get questions like that. Justify the statement. That is, the caste system is another example of inequality. Justify the statement, you have to answer the like this the entire paragraph, or here you can get a simple what do you mean by the caste system. Later in the second or third chapter you will going to learn about the caste systems and all, but here you get that according to first chapter, if you get the what is caste system, so it will answer that, say, according to the society was divided into different, society was divided into different groups depending upon the work that people did, and they were supposed to remain in these groups. So these groups is the caste systems, under the caste systems. Or if you get the questions like this, the caste system is another example of inequality. Justify the statement, you have to write this and give an example of the potters. Okay, and this created a situation of inequality. You have to write up to this, because you have to justify the statement, that is caste system is example of inequality. Okay, let's go down. See, it's a simple question. What does diversity add to our lives? You know, there are lots of things like what stories we love, friendship, different things. You can get and read it carefully. You can get a MCQ, you can get a simple questions from this, not so hard questions. Then come here, this, that is diversity in India. So here again you can get a justification like questions, that is, the first questions you get like this: India is a country of diversity, right? Justify your statement. See, it is the first line here. India is a country of many diversities. Justify the statement. So underline the statement, underline the line. It's a very important line. It's the name of the chapter, our diversity. So India is a country of many diversities. Here your and justify the statement. Your answer is this. This paragraph is your answer or justification. Like in India, we speak different languages, have various types of food, celebrate different festivals, practice different religions, but actually, if you think about it, we do many things that are similar. So why you think like this? Celebrate, practice different religions. So we considered India is a country of many diversity. In the beginning, I told about the lines in purple colors written above the first page of the chapter. So you can add here to make your questions, make your answer very beautiful or good things. So you can add that line also here. It's a suggestion, it's not necessary. So it's a simple suggestion. If you write it, if you want to make your answer little extra little good, then you can add this section. Okay, then here come the another major questions, that is like this. Okay, underline these things, this word, intermixing of cultures. It's a very important of the in civics chapter 1, that is the intermixing of culture. And the question here is, how did intermixing of cultures in India take place? So what is the question? How did intermixing of cultures in India take place? Your answer is here. See, here is your answer. That is from people. People traveled from one part of the world to another in ships, on horses, on camels, on foot. See, and here is your this paragraph. This paragraph is your answer. Okay, so always remember intermixing of culture. Underline the word intermixing of culture. It will help you. See, you can get in a different, like, how does the migration of the people encourage diversity? Here is the thing, that migration of peoples means people move from one place to another for job, for food, for anything, so for better in his life. So migration of cultures, that is the same answer. How does the migration of the people encourage diversity? Same thing, same answer. Again, then what do you mean by the geographical and historical? See, diversity also comes about when people about their life adapt their lives to the geographical area in which they live. For example, living near the sea is quite different from living in a mountain area. This is the another question, that is he, why do you think living near the sea is quite different from living in the mountain area? Underline the word lines also. And what do you think? Sea is a plain land and mountain is a high altitude, so people need so many efforts to do that, right? So underline these things and write your answer according to that. Then come here. Here it is that, what do you think? See, the physical surroundings, historical and geographical factors. Underline these things, these words, the historical and geographical factors. So the question is that, here you can get the questions, that history and geography are often tied to the cultural life of a region. What do you think? See, same thing. History and geography, historical and geographical factors influence the diversity of a region. Justify your answer. So here you can get, from here you will get the answer. Why? Here you can get a simple introduction here, that is the historical and geographical factor influence the diversity of a region. Now for example, you have to move to the Kerala and Ladakh. It was on the next page. So before going to that, I will discuss here, that is in this box you will get a brief description of Ladakh, right? So in this box you will get three major questions. For MCQ, the location of Ladakh is very important. That is, the east of Jammu and Kashmir is a desert and the name is Ladakh. So you can get in a MCQ questions. And then the next question comes here for 2 marks. That is, why you think Ladakh is not good for agriculture. Why Ladakh is not good for agriculture? Here is your answer. That is, very little agriculture is possible here, since this region does not receive any rain. Okay, this paragraph is that answer. The next paragraph you will know about the pashmina shawls and pashmina wools. So in this paragraph you will get a questions like why pashmina shawls are so expensive. So here is the answer, that is it is we'll get this wool from a special sheep, their goats that found in the Ladakh regions. So here is your answer, that is why pashmina shawls are very expensive. So the first paragraph is a question why Ladakh is not good for agriculture. The second paragraph is why pashmina shawls are expensive. And next, here, underline this very carefully, that is being a desert did not mean that Ladakh did not attract its share of traders. It means that the why do you think or justify your answer, that is being a desert did not mean that Ladakh did not attract its share of traders. Okay, so here it is your answer, that it was considered a good trade route as it had many passes through which caravans travels to what is today called Tibet. This is your answer from being a desert to the end of the paragraph. Okay, it's your answer. Now move to the next page. We are moving to the next page. See, here is a very MCQ based question. You will get what do you know by Kesar Saga? What Buddhism reached Tibet via Ladakh is good for? What do you know about the Little Tibets? So here is the answer. What is Little Tibet? Why Ladakh is called Little Tibet? And what is Kesar Saga? Okay. Then come Kerala. Again, the location of Kerala is very important. That is, it is the southwest corner of India and surrounded by the sea on one side and hills on the other. So location of Kerala is very important. Secondly, what is the, it's a good for spices, it's for MCQ. And again, here you will get that, underline the words, why this region an attractive place for traders, right? So this is your answer again. Kerala attract Arab traders or Jewish traders because of their locations. Okay, because ancient time there is a only way to communicate is the sea. So Kerala was the very good locations for trading. So the first time they, and then who bring Christianity to Kerala? It's a very short answer type question. Then who is Ibn Battuta? Okay, who is Vasco da Gama? Then again, important thing is how many religions are there? Like, why do you think? See, historical influences, various historical influences. And next is a very important question, Chinavala and Chinachatti. As you all know, it's very important. Underline this word, Chinavala and Chinachatti. Okay, then we move to the next page. See, we started earlier that the historical and geographical influences. Here is the answer. Actually, while Kerala and Ladakh are quite different in terms of their geographical features, the history of both regions is similar. This paragraph is your answer. Okay, so please go through the question. I will again repeat the question. That is, history and geography are often tied to the culture. See, this is the last line. Underline this line. That is, history and geography are often tied in the culture of life of a region. Justify your statement. This is the, from beginning of that page to this is your answer. Okay, then these things. Underline these lines. That is, the influence of diverse culture is not merely a thing of the past. Justify your answer. This paragraph is justification. This paragraph is the answer of this. Okay, the influence of diverse culture is not merely thing of the past. Justify your answer. This is your answer. And the next major question comes here, that is, India's diversity has always been recognized as a source of its strength. It's a major question. Underline the lines and mark the lines. And this is the question comes here. That is it true that India's diversity has always been recognized as a source of its strength? Is it true? They can ask you. So underline these lines and then your question answer is this paragraph. Okay, then come that is Jallianwala Bagh massacre. As you all know, it's the biggest disaster in Indian history. So Jallianwala, write about Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Here is your answer. Jallianwala Bagh massacre, what happened? And next here is see the main thing that that is, do you know the story of the Indian flag? It was used as a symbol of protest against British by the people everywhere. And next, who wrote that is Discovery of India? And what is the theme of Discovery of India? Here is the answer. That is what Jawaharlal Nehru wants to say in Discovery of India. Here is the answer. Carefully read this. That is the theme of Discovery of India. Who wrote the national anthem? As you all know, Rabindranath Tagore. Civics is totally based on your understanding of the concepts. I hope you will prepare it very carefully, learn it, point out the keywords, and it will be easy for you. Keep practice, and if you think this discussion helps you, then please like, share, and subscribe Bookmark channel for more question answer session on civics, history, and geography. I am here to help you. So if you have any doubt in any kind of questions or anything in three subjects, please write in the comment box. I will try to answer all your queries. So thank you.